My name is Vincent Gallo. I'm running for the 26th District of Congress in the state of Texas. I'm 59 years old. I've been married to my wife, Cindy, for 37 years. I have 4 children. 3 of them are married and live away from us. One of them is an autistic son who's 35 that lives at home with us. I've been a financial services broker for Merrill Lynch. I've been a police officer for 12 years for the city of Carrollton. I served as a patrol officer, a patrol supervisor, a criminal investigative division supervisor, and a SWAT team leader and team member. In 2001, I started a small construction company, and I've done residential and commercial framing until about 2015. And at that point, I was able to start doing my own private projects. I do not do solicitation work. I do work for some private individuals that I've met, and I purchase homes occasionally and renovate them to sell. I'm running for U.S. Congress because this country is in trouble. It is in serious trouble. And there are 4 areas that you can point to that are examples of exactly what I'm talking about, and they're plain for anybody that would like to look at them. The first of those is the fact that we have $34 trillion in debt, or will have, by the time Michael Burgess, who currently occupies this seat, is out of Congress if he's reelected. When you go to the grocery store and you have to spend $11 a pound for strip steak, that's a problem. When you go to a Ford dealership, and I'm talking about a high-end truck here, but when you go to a Ford dealership, and the Ford trucks on that lot, some of them have a sticker price of $120,000, that's a problem. I don't know how many people in this room are well off, but I bet you the vast majority of you cannot afford a $120,000 Ford truck. I know I can't. So why do we have this problem? We have the problem because we've got a Congress and people who have been in Congress, in Burgess' case for 20 years almost, that spend anywhere from $500 billion to $1.5 trillion or $2 trillion a year that they don't have the ability to spend. It's not their money. They raid the U.S. Treasury. They obligate you to the debt, and they enrich themselves and their friends in the process of doing it. You need to cap the federal budget at about $4 trillion, and you need to institute a series of audits to make sure that money is not being spent unnecessarily and that it's clawed back to start paying down the national debt, or your dollar is going to be destroyed. You have the power to change that, but you have to stop the people that are there that are doing it. You've got a situation right now in America where you've got a border that's got 2 million people, 2.5 million people a year crossing that southern border. And I know that you've heard several politicians come up here and address the issue of the border, and you've probably heard state politicians talk about the fact that they've spent $3 billion to address that border. Until the federal government and the state government puts men with rifles on the southern border of the United States and explains to them that they are not allowed to let anybody cross, illegal immigration and human trafficking will continue to be a problem. It will not stop until you stop the people from crossing. You've got a situation where China is becoming a rising superpower. They're stealing our intellectual property. They have worked in partnership with the high-tech firms to censor conservative free speech. They will not allow the manufacturing process in America to continue without interrupting it or trying to undermine it. And the people that you have in Congress have made deals with the Chinese. They've sold out the United States of America, and they have put themselves in a position to benefit while the populace of our country is losing jobs, opportunity, economic upward mobility. And China is an enemy of the United States of America, and it's high time that the people in Congress recognize China for the enemy that it is and started acting as though they understand that problem. Instituting policies that I would classify as a Manhattan Project to decouple Western civilization from the Communist Chinese Party. The great thing about this is that there's 4 people running for this seat, which tells you that there is an awakening out there, folks. You have the
Amen.
ability to do something about this, but you have to have the courage to fire the people that are undermining your country. I'm asking you on March 1st to vote for me because I intend to go to Washington, D.C. to confront them, not to conform to their anti-American policies that they're instituting. Thank you for your time today.